President Roosevelt, in a statement without precedent, speaks out against the persecution of minorities in Germany. He says he could scarcely believe such things could occur. Acting on presidential instruction, Secretary of State Cordell, it is indicated that he will not return to Germany soon. American public opinion is aroused, opinion as expressed by an ex-president and 2 former candidates for the presidency. The only living ex-president stresses the official attitude that Nazi violence is both anti-Semitic and anti-Christian.
Americans are and should be indignant at the terrible outbreak of Jewish persecution in Germany and the attacks upon the Christian faith. This represents an attack of brutal intolerance which has no parallel in modern history, except possibly the destruction of religious worship in Russia by the Bolsheviks. This rise of intolerance in Germany today, the suffering being inflicted on an innocent and helpless people, grieve every decent American. It raises our every sense of indignation and our every resentment. It makes us fearful for the whole progress of civilization. It is our hope that those springs of tolerance and morals and of human compassion which lie deep in the German people may yet rise to control. But in the meantime, our condemnation of these leaders should be without reserve. They are bringing to Germany a moral isolation from the entire world.
Democratic presidential candidate in 1928 denounces the crushing of a defenseless people.
Those of us that believe in democracy and love liberty find it difficult to remain silent at the events in Germany. For not only are the Jews proscribed, but the Catholics are attacked. And all men and women, including Protestants, who seek to think for themselves, who seek to find happiness in living their own lives in a quiet and orderly manner, are either forced into exile or molded into an iron form that permits of no deviation. The things I've tried to stand for, I stand for now, more than ever, in the face of this desperate challenge, which is not merely a Jewish question, a Catholic question, a Protestant question, a political question, or a labor question, but one which goes to the very foundation on which we have erected America and on which we have stood all during our political life for the preservation of civilization.
Republican presidential candidate in 1936 decries the rioting and the repressive Nazi decrees.
All freedom-loving people are shocked and horrified at the inhumanity and intolerance visited upon the Semitic race in the Nazi countries. So, as a freedom-loving, humane people, is it small wonder that we protest against blood-curdling persecution on another continent, whether it be Jew or Gentile, whether it be Catholic priest and nun or Protestant pastor. It would be shocking indeed if we did not protest